What's up, everyone? Another one out of my stash. This is an LG LDA-511. This is just a regular DVD player, but this is HDMI. So, and this is a up-converting DVD player, so it takes every signal that is put into it, up converts it to 1080i. So if you're watching an old DVD, it will upscale it or up convert it to high definition 1080i. Now this one plays just about everything, DVD, VCD, CD. It'll play the R's. It'll play just about all of them. Plus, this also has a SD card slot for playing or putting up your pictures. This will do JPEG, just about everything. And no tray on this one. They call it a vacuum slot. So it sucks it in and then spits it out for quick ejection is what it says. Oh, ejection? Yeah, okay. So, like I said, DVD or HDMI, S-video. You have your component. You can run that component cable on it too. And you have a digital out coaxial. That's another one. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. But this is February of 2006. So it's getting a little long in the tooth. But there's still, quite a bit of a call for DVD players. Not as much as VCRs. When I went over to grab some stuff, I just did that Sony, that VX515. It was a DVD VHS combo, and I had this one was sitting right there with it, so I grabbed it and another one. So we're going to do a couple of DVDs here, and not in this video. We're going to do this one and this one. If this one works, then yeah, maybe we'll get into the other one real quick. But I have a pile of VCRs over there that came on a pallet at one time, returns, and I don't know what's going on with them. So I'll dig some of them out too and bring them over, and we'll get into some more VCRs, because it seems like that's what is selling the most, are VCRs. Imagine that. Something different. So this one, we don't have to worry too much about anything getting into it. So we don't really have to take the top off of it. Let's see, the feet need to be worked on a little bit. That one's off its pad. That one's coming off its pad. Still, it's stuck. But we don't have to take the top off and check on the inside. We can actually live dangerously and plug this one in and hook it up and see what happens. So I'm going to get you set up. I'll bring over the little TV, and we'll hook this up, plug it in, and make sure we don't let any smoke out of it. Okay, got an HDMI cable hooked up to our little piece of crap TV. Plug it in. Nothing so far. Oh, came on and then flashed. Let's see, power. LG. Alright, let's see what happens when we stick a disc in it. Today we're going to be looking at Johnny West. a little slow. Spits it back out. Sounds like it's spinning. No disc. That definitely needs some work. Try again. No disc. Okay, so it won't read a DVD. How about if we see if it'll read a CD? No disc. Try it one more time. No disc. Okay. Pretty common. Half this stuff doesn't want to read. That's why it was returned, and now you can see that's still the Best Buy sticker on it. And it could have been right around like 2008, 2010 is when I got all this stuff in. But at least it's powering up and we got a home screen anyway. So now let's get it unplugged and get the top off of it and take a peek at the drive and see if we can't figure out why it won't read discs. Kind of surprised these aren't selling for much. You know, I look at eBay and just for the heck of it to see what people have them listed for. And that doesn't mean that's what it's going to sell for, but at least somebody must have sold it for that. But anyway, this one was like $25 and $10 shipping. And it looked like most of those didn't have the remote. They're selling the remote separate. Probably because there's more people that want the remote than the unit itself. They have the units, they just don't have a remote. Okay, looks like we need to pull its face off, and we can get this is kind of a compartmental drive, not just kind of hanging out there in no man's land. This one actually looks like one that's in a computer, I guess you'd want to say. Let's see if we can get these clips loose without breaking them. That one I just cracked, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Let's try getting to the bottom first. Can be one of those. Get it started. We can. There we go. Well, we got one ribbon cable. Does that have a latch? Nope. No latch on that one. That one's just a push down in. Alright, let's see what ribbon cables and that we have to take off. We got one terminal there, one in the back, two ribbon cables, and both of those are just push in. No release on them. And there's our drive. Not much to it after you pull the drive out of it. Alright. Let's get you down a little bit so you can see what's going on. Let's pull the top off of it. See if we see anything just out of the ordinary. One of those fun little mechs, like what's on the Wii. There, one screw. We know we got to get down in there, and if we get it working, we got to service the part that pulls it up in, because it's slow and it doesn't want to spit it out very well. So let's see what we got to do here. Looks like a hook and a hook. Usually this roller here is what gets dirty. That's what pinches and pushes the disc out and pulls it in. Nothing really is jumping out at me. Those are the two optics telling it that there's a disc in it. We know that's working because it spun it up, or tried to spin it up anyway. It's like they knew they were going to have problems, or somebody was, because on that laser, right down at the bottom, where you at? There you are. You can see right in there are your two adjustment pots. One is DVD and one is CD. Well, that's going to be fun to get down in there and test that little guy. Yeah, that's a cutout in the laser, so even pulling the laser up out of there is not gonna help us any. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at this a little bit more and see if I can, I don't know if I can get down in there with my probes, so I may have to do a little creative so I can get down in there and test them. Okay, I forgot I bought these leads. I have some with, yep, where you at? Needle tips on them. And the other thing I want to tell you too is why I always go straight for the laser is because that is the most common problem on all this stuff. Man, where are you at? Little test points on that. I don't see them. No, not through, so they're surfaced. Normally they are. I don't think. Yeah, that's just the housing. Let me go stick this under the old man light and see if I can find the two solder points on that so I can test it. Alright, they're opposite of one another. First time I've seen that. One set's over on this side and this one's over on that side. Now normally, I might be wrong, but the one towards the, where would that be? Not towards the back is normally the CD, if I'm not mistaken. Man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get in there with these. Let's see if I can get on that. Yeah, 1 point. Wow. Let's see what the other one is doing. Let's see. Get into there. 1.20. Man, those are awful, awful high. We may have a bad laser on this. Normally you don't see them that high. There. Yeah, 1.3. No, I think that's the DVD one. This one should be the CD, 1.20. Wonder if this one ever did work. Let's see if we can get this to move down a little. Wrong way. Go the other way. .1. I don't know if there's enough adjustment in these to go down where we need to be. Yeah, there is. Two, one. This one's not hard to get it in and out, so 0.53. Now if that's the DVD, that would be pretty good there for a DVD. Usually between 550 and 750 is where I normally set for a DVD. CD, that's the one. Usually that's the one that plays games and all that. I think is yeah, it's the CD. And that one is the one I normally like to keep around 3.5. So we're going to set it up that way that this one's the DVD and this one's the CD. And if we're off, like I said, this isn't hard to get in and out. So we can, come on. Let's see, 629. We need to go a little bit more. Because then if we're close, and it just takes a long time for it to load, and we know we can go down a little bit more. Not that low. But yeah, I always head right straight to the laser when they won't read. And then work from there. 0.47. Yeah, let's leave it there. Like I said, and then we can put it back in and test it, and we'll see what the hell happens. If it wants to try and read and it's a slow loader, and we know we need to go back and move them down a little bit more. Because I want to see, I'm pretty sure that I got that right, that's the DVD and that's the CD. Some of them are marked, but this one's not. But I'm not guaranteed. Ooh, God, what happened? That's better. I don't know how long you weren't focused in. Alright. I have that? Nope. Like that? Yeah. That looks better. Hook those two. One there. And one there. And we won't have to put the top on this one. Oop. Oh, that's great. Let me get my little one, my little screwdriver. instead of trying to use that big honking thing on these little screws. Okay, the other side is a screw for the lid, but it still takes the same screws and it holds it down. Okay, let's back you up a little bit. Pick your head up. Might have to plug in the front panel. Since that's where everything's at, you know, like the on-off switch, the power button. Would be kind of nice to be able to use it. And fingers. There. That we can, since it's plastic. Alright, let's see, we need a DVD cable plugged in, or our HDMI cable plugged in. Okay. Turn you on. Okay, no signal. Now what do I do? What? Yeah, it's on HDMI. Come on. There we go. It's spinning. We still don't have any signal. That's working better too. we got? Memory card, resolution, power, open, close. Says it's open. Now you've seen it, we had the home screen. There it is. My bracket was on the was underneath my HDMI and it wasn't letting it. It was kind of cocked a little bit. So now let's see what happens. DVD. That's interesting. Wonder if when that laser was put together that it wasn't adjusted properly. You know, this thing may have never have been used. Copyright 1968. These aren't too old, are they? Johnny West. Johnny West, a righteous left-handed gunslinger, battles to rescue a man who's been forced to will his gold to his captors. This classic spaghetti western. I thought so. It's packed with saloon fights and gunslinging action. Let's see, who's the director? I was going to say, it reminded me so far of a spaghetti western right away, like a Clint Eastwood movie. Alright. We know it will read. We know it'll read the DVD now. Let's see what it does with a CD. Not liking the CD though. Spins it up, but it doesn't want to read it. It's close, because it kind of smudgy. Okay, I'm gonna spare you the rest of this. I'm gonna let's see, I think the one yeah, disc error. Okay, so it's either doesn't like my disc, which has a pretty bad scratch on it, but it did like that other one. It played in the other machine. Let's Kenny Chesney or Alan Jackson. Let's try Alan Jackson. See if it's just that I had a bad... There's a scratch on my Grateful Dead. Still the same thing. It should have come up. Okay, I'm going to spare you. I'm going to adjust that one side of that laser down a little bit more to see if I can get it to start reading CDs. And I'll bring you back after I do that. Okay, what I found was what I thought was going on is I had the CD side of the laser turned down too far. You can have them turned down too far, or they don't, or they're out of spec as far as, come on. They can either be too high or too low and they still won't play. As you can see, let's see, on that laser, the pot closest to the motor, to the spinner motor, is the CD side of the laser. The one furthest away from that motor is the DVD. The one for CD, like I said, I always have them set between 550 and 750. This one's right at about 5.8 at 580. And you can see it comes right up now. Sounds like crap on my little TV, but at least it plays. So now we have that side of it done too. So now it'll play movies and CDs like it's supposed to. Yeah, there she is. Our little LG LDA-511. And now you can see. Movies. Don't make a liar out of me. Let's play our movies. Johnny West, 1968 series, old spaghetti western. I think that was, yeah. What was it? Clarentino? Was that the one that did all of Clint Eastwood's spaghettis? Anyway, and I think who'd I put in there? Alan Chesney, I think I did, yeah. Let's play. So now she's all ready to go. Like I said, it's not a great one, but it'll work. Somebody that needs a DVD player that'll play CDs and DVDs. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And if you did, make sure you hit that like button. That helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to help out the channel more directly, go check out my affiliate links in the description, and my merch page is down there with all my merchandise on it. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, see ya.